All right, I think bees like my wine and chocolate too, guys. Okay, bye bye. I'm getting killed by the bees because probably I have chocolate and ice wine. Of course, that's just beautiful, guys. Hey guys, today we're gonna visit my favorite workplace, Chateau de Charmes Winery. Why? Because I want to share with you such an incredible food and wine pairing experience that we have, which is wine and chocolate. I'm sure some of you never even thought about pairing wine and chocolate because that's not usually what people do. But I assure you, really worth it, and I will explain you why this experience is so special. So let's get inside. Chateau de Charmes Winery is actually the second oldest winery in Niagara region. They grow 13 different grape varietals from two main vineyards, St. David's Bench and Paul Bosque. Both of them are about 50 hectares or 120 acres. Behind the building, they have an amazing patio with a great view on the vineyard, and the interior it's very nice, cozy and warm. They're also very well known for the sparkling wine because they made their sparkling with the traditional champagne method or method traditional. So if you like the wine, you definitely need to check it out. All right, once again, this is Konstantin, and today, as I told before, we're gonna be trying premium chocolate wine pairing at Chateau de Champs Winery. So a little bit about the pairing. I know it's one of the most unique, perhaps, because there are so many different rules about food and wine pairings, and one of them is being that wine has to be sweeter than food. Obviously, with chocolate, it's almost impossible. That being said, that's the beauty of the food and wine pairing because you can try anything you want to, and if it works, just leave it be. And today it's one of my favorite experiences because I absolutely love chocolate in general and wine. And when you combine it together, I feel like a mouse from the Ratatouille.
Combine one flavor with another, and something new was created.
About the chocolate, it's been made by Rebecca, who is a Michelin star pastry chef from Germany. When she came to Canada, she studied at the college, and now she opened her own chocolate store about 2 or 3 years ago. And this chocolate she makes specifically for our winery. So let's begin. For those who don't know how to do the food and wine pairing, again, there are some rules, but at the end of the day, as long as you enjoy it, that's all that matters. So first and foremost, you're usually supposed to try wine. And the very first sip of the day, I call it waste sip. Because whatever you've eaten before breakfast, the eggs, coffee, chocolate, it will affect your taste buds. So by taking the first sip, you sort of set your mouth, your tongue, and everything else to be ready to try it. So again, this is sort of a warm-up. And the way the pairing works, you try the wine first, then you're supposed to take a bite of the food, and then try wine again. And that's how you can see the difference in the flavors. But again, I absolutely love taking a bite of my chocolate or cheese and try one right away and see how good it blends in together. Again, everyone's personal. I'm sure some of you will blame me for that, but oh well, I do like it this way. So first, wine. It's a rosé sparkling. It's made with traditional champagne method or method traditional, which brings very nice, soft and pleasant bubbles, just a little bit of the carbonation. You can feel a lot of acidity in it and lots of strawberry notes. So beautiful wine to have it with your salmon, with the salads, cranberries, drink on its own, or with our hazelnut chocolate. So this is a milk chocolate shell infused with the strawberries themselves to match our rosé sparkling, and inside it's very nice and rich hazelnut feeling. And by the way, that's my favorite chocolate, so don't mind me if I finish it right away. That's just beautiful combinations. It's very crunchy texture, very nice and dense, and it complements the wine perfectly. Second wine is the one that's very hard to pronounce for some people. It's called Gewürztraminer. So originally from the Alsa region. Before you try the wine, except sparkling, make sure you give it a nice and swirl to really expand all the aromas so you can smell and taste them later on. So that's one of the most aromatic wines that we have here at Chateau de Charmes. You can pick a lot of tropic fruits, lychee, mango, melon, and it smells very, very sweet. When you actually try it, it has a little bit of sweetness in it, not too much overpowering. A very nice, unoaked, light body white wine, very easy drinking, very aromatic, very pleasant in the mouth. And we pair with it with the crowd's favorite, lemon caramel chocolate bonbon. So imagine everything you like in a salted caramel and citrus, and you combine it in one masterpiece. First, you get a not sweet, not too sweet. You get a lot of citrusy notes, and they're blending it with the lemon and make it sort of nice and creamy paste. And it goes very, very well with our aromatic Gewürztraminer. The third one of the most popular grape varietals that we have at the winery, and perhaps anyone else in the Niagara region in Canada, it's Chardonnay. And there's so many different ways to make Chardonnay, and this one in my hands is Chardonnay St. David's 2017 vintage. It has been aged in a French oak barrel that gives you nice and oaky notes, good amount of the butter, and this vintage specifically, that wine is more floral than anybody else. We paired one of the sweetest chocolate bonbons that we have, which is a salted caramel. So inside, you have a little bit of the shortbread cookie to add some of the texture and the crunch in it, and lots of caramel filling, which makes it very, very sweet. But at the same time, because you have this cookie, it has a good amount of the buttery notes that complements our Chardonnay perfectly. The next wine is one of my absolute favorites at Chateau de Charmes. I can drink it every day, unfortunately. So it is Pinot Noir. This is actually our second most popular wine, and number one for the red wine, because we add it anywhere. We make rosé from it, we use it for the sparkling, we use it for the blends, and we make it a single vineyard Pinot Noir Paul Bosque, which is beautifully balanced red wine, has been aged in a small French oak barrel, which gives you lots of fruits from the grapes itself. Strawberry, cherry, a little bit of earth and mushroom, and oakiness. So it's a very well balanced wine. I'm getting killed by the bees because probably I have chocolate and ice wine, of course.
A few hours later.
All right, I actually had to move a few things around, sorry, because of the bees. So Pinot Noir, it's since it's been aged in the oak and the red wine, start getting tannins. That's what we call when you feel when your mouth gets dry and you want to take a sip of water. That's tannin stalking, and they're coming from the grape skin and stems, which are used during the fermentation of the red wines, but not the white wines. So I absolutely love this wine because it's a medium body, well-balanced red wine. And we're gonna try it with the raspberry and mint chocolate. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a huge fan of the mint flavors in general, but this is the best as it could be because it's a dark chocolate, just beautiful design, and it has raspberry and mint filling. But when you actually try it with the wine, it really expands this raspberry and minty flavors. It makes it very refreshing. It removes all the tannins away, leaving pure, nice flavors. Now, that's our full body red wine that's called Cabernet Franc. Probably one of the most popular red wines in Ontario because it's just beautiful here. It's usually nice, peppery. It's usually nice and peppery, and because of that, we paired it with the dark chocolate pink peppercorn bonbon. So this one is a heavy body, full body red wine with a lot of oak, raspberry, and smokiness in it. So for the heavy red wine, full body red wine lovers, this is a wine for you. And when you try it with the dark chocolate, which really has a lot of that pink peppercorn flavor, and you add a little bit of the complexity from the chocolate and you blend it with wine, that becomes like a roller coaster of the flavors. And last but not least, this is my Cabernet Ice wine. This is a liquid gold. So that's actually the first wine that I tried from Chateau de Charmes winery. The reason I wanted to start working here originally, when I tried it in the Ice Wine Festival in Niagara-on-the-Lake. So I know some of you might not like ice wine because it's very sweet, but let me tell you, this ice wine is very, very balanced because it has about 190 grams of sugar per liter,
Wait a minute!
which is not that much for the ice wine because sometimes they get to 250, 260, 280. And that's when it becomes almost like a syrup texture and flavors. So this one's it's one of the most complex ice wines that I've ever tried. Beautiful balance, lots of strawberry, raspberry notes. I can drink it every day for my dessert. And we paired it with a white chocolate and vanilla bonbon. The idea is it's almost like you're eating the vanilla ice cream and adding the Cabernet ice wine in it. That's just beautiful, guys. Again, it's a very nice, well-designed food and wine pairing with the chocolate that actually works. So if you want to try it, make sure you come to Chateau de Champs Winery on a nice sunny day in the summer. We'll be outside on the patio. That's where I am now. When it's getting colder, we will be moving inside, and I'm sure you'll see some videos from the interior. Leave the comment below if you want more of this content, if you want me to film about the harvest, aging, other food and wine pairings, maybe unique wines that you want to try, anything else, I will be happy to do so. Make sure you write it down in the comments, and I will see you next time.